What up, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around. Got the crowd, gone wild. Tell me what you know about that Mem style.
Yo, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's the Memphis Jelks Show. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I know I went a week, maybe, was it a week? Yeah, without doing just a live joint, you know what I'm saying? But y'all still check in, because even if I ain't live, I'll play one of them dope ass reruns. Cause y'all know we bringing nothing but the best guests, and we keeping it super motherfucking fresh. Yo, so I guess everybody right now been focused on in my hometown we just had a thing called Labor Day. It was a celebration, everybody had Labor Day, but nobody celebrate Labor Day like Ripley. Man, it was so crunk, man. It was a tailgate. What they do is now every year they have a tailgate. We used to have like these carnivals and stuff. A carnival would come down there. They'll have rides, they'll have food, vendors, and all this kind of stuff. But that ended up going away. But now, shout out to my cousin Ashley Foxworth. Shout out to Big Hennon. Shout out to everybody on the committee. They done switched it now. Now it's like we had this big tailgate, and like every class, whatever class you are, you know what I'm saying, y'all come up with like this little, damn near like a little class reunion, a baby class reunion. Y'all get a tent. Y'all can bring grills. Y'all can, you know what I'm saying, bring music, have a DJ, do whatever. Like, it just be a big lit party with all the different classes from, like 40 years worth of classes. It'd be swamped. It was so fun. It was so much fun. So shout out to Ripley for that. Those who, you know what I'm saying, who weren't, involved in all that kind of stuff, or you're super serious about this upcoming election. Yo, call me and my guest tonight and let us know who you voting for and why. Speaking of my guest tonight, I ain't even gonna hold y'all tonight. I ain't finna talk y'all head off. I'm gonna bring him in, man. This man right here, man, I've been watching him for years and years now, man. He's one of the most known. I was gonna use a 3-6 Mafia quote. I was gonna say one of the most known unknowns, but he is known, so I can't use that quote. To me, he's like the biggest mogul when it comes to media in the city of Memphis, and he done put in the work to prove it. And tonight is y'all night to be able to call in and interact with him if y'all want to. And if y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, get on his television show. Or if y'all want to get on his radio show. Tonight, y'all better call in. Y'all can talk to him directly. Man, I'm talking about this cat been putting in work, man, for so many years in Memphis, to where you can't even come to Memphis and get your words spread out the way that it need to be without coming through him. You can't. You just absolutely can't. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I look up to him. As me, getting into this podcast world, this is a person that I look up to. This is a person who is like a person that I aspire to one day hopefully be half or even a quarter of a great interviewer like this man. He's interviewed celebrities, underground people, business owners. The list goes on and on, man. I could go on and on too, but I'm bringing y'all the one, the only.
Drums, please.
BrinkTV is in the building. What up? Ooh, hold up. Bro, thank you so much for joining us, Brink, man. I know you got like a million, gazillion, quadrillion things that you could be doing right now, man. But thanks for joining us on the Memphis Jelks Show tonight, bro.
Only about 8 things I can be doing, but yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
I already know, man. We gonna try not to hold you too long, cause we know you got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying?
I got time. I'm making time for you, man.
Thank you, bro, man. You just don't know how much, man, I appreciate this, man. You're one of the moguls when it comes to this Memphis. Not even just Memphis. When it comes to media, period. Let the people know, man, like how long you been doing this, man.
Alright, so that's kind of a few-part answer. Obviously, I started BrinkTV as a video blog on YouTube in 2008. So that'll be the first pin drop right there. That would be, what's that, 18 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
No, 14, I'm sorry. Somewhere in there, 16? Yeah, 16, there you go. I went to Memphis City School, so, you know, my math don't be...
But it get the job done, though. It get the job done.
Got that money, baby. But anyway, so started out as a video blog on YouTube 2008. Found out how to get BrinkTV on actual television in 2013, and that's what I did. It's just been going great, man. All these years, we've had TV time in Memphis, Atlanta, Mobile, Alabama, and most recently, as of about 12, 13, 14 months ago, started on the radio, 96.3 FM, Brink Radio. So I got Brink TV and Brink Radio. Right now I'm on the Brink TV set, but Brink Radio is right next door.
Man, we're all familiar with that set, man. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I used to live in Memphis, man, I used to turn on the TV. I mean, like I've lived in Memphis twice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the first time I moved here, I used to turn on the TV, man. I'd be like, who is this cat, man? He got his own TV show.
A lot of work, and hey, I'm just thankful to still be relevant, still be earning money.
That's what's up, man, bro. It was like 2008 too. It was like 2008ish or something like that. Or well, you know, time just be flying by so fast. I can't even keep up with the numbers. But you've been doing this for a long time on television. People get that twisted. When we say on TV, I'm talking about social media didn't exist. Social media did not exist, and Brink was already bringing the noise on television, on TV.
Yeah, those are facts. I actually started out summer of 2008. I was on a top 40 music video show on Comcast Channel 17, or public access, however you want to call it. I was doing that before BrinkTV even got on TV. So with that job, I was afforded to interview a lot of celebrities. Like my very first celebrity I interviewed on that show, it was called City Beats. Used to come on Wednesday nights at 12 midnight. First celebrity I interviewed on there was Crunchy Black. And that was incredible for me, growing up as a 3 6 Mafia fan, man. That was like a goal, you know, a real dream of mine, to be able to interview somebody from that group. But being on this show, I was able to interview people like, obviously, Crunchy Black, Nicki Minaj, Yo Gotti, Zed Zilla, obviously the homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, just so many people that I was fortunate to interview. Man, just a lot of people, even R&B people like Dave Hollister. You know, I interviewed him.
Wow.
Yeah, and even through that job, I was able to meet Roxy from BET 106 in Park. Like, I met her through that job. So it was an amazing thing going on back in them days.
Shout out to all them, man.
Matter of fact, and that's crazy, bro. I gotta say this. Crunchy Black was my very first celebrity interview. My very last interview on that platform was 8Ball and MJG. So that's a hell of a way to really come in and make my name, and a hell of a way to go out. You know? I talked to 8Ball months ago. He want to come through and do interviews. Just we gotta get the schedule right. So come on,
Definitely.
let's make it happen.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That is a hell of a way to come in, man, and a hell of a way to come out. Hey, before we even get to what I was going to ask you about street scenes, do you remember? Do you remember the show called Street Scenes?
See, Street Scenes, that was the sister show. See,
Okay.
the same producer, he was producing City Beats and Street Scenes. Street
Okay.
Scenes, that's actually that went to Tina Tilton, which is the general manager of 96.3 FM. Also, my producer, as far as Brink TV, she facilitates, the whole Comcast situation for me. Shout out to her. But yeah, I definitely remember Street Scenes. I don't think I can't remember if I was ever on there. I It's been a while, but I was hosting a whole nother show, so like that.
Because I was thinking about it earlier. I'm an artist, right? I'm a rapper. Like one of my first interviews on television was with Street Scenes, and it was with Tina, and it was with Tina Tilton. And then I know that you and Tina Tilton, that y'all work together, in the
Like
on y'all what y'all do. Yeah. So I was like, I wonder if Brink was involved in Street Scenes.
Well, like I say, Street Scenes was a sister show. The For a while, the producer of City Beats, he produced Street Scenes as well. Tina Tilton ended up kind of, venturing off on her own with Street Scenes. She got her own, camera crew, and they started filming in Club Census for a while. So, like I said, they took it up a whole nother notch. I remember Street Scenes was on Channel 17, and they went to Fox 13. Like, it was so like, shout out to the lady, and shout out to M. Foley, Jason Foley, man. They did a hell of a job hosting this show. And shout out to Reginald Cherry. I think it's 901 Entertainment. I think that's what it used to be. But like, he did a hell of a job shooting it, producing that show. Like, they did a good job, man. I think it was like, I don't know what that was. I can't remember the name of that DJ. Bruh, I know him. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but bruh, I know you. Please don't get mad.
And wife, don't get mad, but when Tina Tilton walked in that room and they said that's who about to interview you, me and my brothers went crazy.
And I guess I put it like this: like, it's a respect level that I have for Tina. I've always had for Tina. Like,
Me too.
despite her looking as good as she looked, I knew to never cross those barriers with her. Like I say, she's like a big sister to me. She's looked out for me like crazy over the years, man. I'm truly thankful. I'm gonna be honest, man. Tina Tilton is actually somebody who saved my career, back
Wow.
in the day. Like, and I'm gonna tell this story, this candid story. When Brink TV first got on Comcast, channel 31, I was coming on right after Thaddeus Matthews. I was going through SVP Network. That's the same production company that Thaddeus was going through. At the time, man, it was 11, 12, 13. That was the very first episode of Brink TV. Tuesday night, November 12th, 2013. Right after Thaddeus Matthews, 9 o'clock. At the time, all I did was wanted to be on TV. I didn't factor in how I was gonna pay for the show and make the money back. I factored in the part about paying for the airtime. I had a job. But I didn't factor in how I'm gonna make this money back. The thing is, when you starting out something new, even though Brink TV was established on YouTube, it was still a new, relatively new idea for television. When you starting out something new, it's hard because the brand is not established. It was hard for me to charge and make enough money for interviews in the very beginning to supplement and pay for the airtime that I was paying. They was knocking my socks off. SVP was knocking my socks off. I ran into Thaddeus Matthews last year. He was actually at he was here at my studio. We were filming something. And I told him, he was asking me, he was like, why did you leave SVP? I said, man, they were knocking my socks off. He said, what the hell you think they were doing to me? So, I mean, they was tearing him up. He said he was paying like 6 or 8,000 a month, and I'm like, dude, I couldn't, I wasn't making that type of money. Like,
Woo.
what I was paying was a little bit less than that, but regardless, well, it was a lot less. I'll be honest, but regardless, you starting out, it was hard. So I ran that for about 8 months. I did as best as I could. Some months I would make enough to, pay for it. Obviously, I was paying for everything out of pocket. But some months I would make enough off interviews and people playing a music video and commercials and all of that. Some months I would make enough to pay for it, and then the majority of the months I had to pay for it out of pocket. Thing about that, man, when you're paying for a business out of pocket and it's not making any money, they call that career suicide. So I got to a point to where I was like, you know what? I can't do this no more. I reached out to Tina. Tina, I was like, look, I'm at a point to where I want to keep Brink TV on TV. I can't afford it. Can you help me? Like, do you know of any other thing that I can do, to make the money? She asked me what I was paying. I told her, and she was like, wow. And I was like, what? She was like, Comcast don't even charge that much. I'm like, huh? Come again? I'm new to television. I don't know nothing about television other than hosting. I know nothing about producing or the background stuff. So she got me an even better situation, a better rate to pay, a better deal. And I rolled with that. So I left SVP and I got with Tina Tilton Productions. I've been with them ever since. Like I say, Tina Tilton saved my career. She but I'm saying, like, Tina, as far as human form, Tina helped save my career.
Yep, yeah, God, man. I tell anybody that too. Like, he's in control. And if something is meant for you, it's not even going to happen until he's ready for you to have it. And sometimes I think that he waits on you to get your butt ready, but before he blesses you with it.
What's incredible about this statement you just made, you said something that's meant for you, 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 meant for me. Something that's meant for me. I only had 2 of these trophies when Brink TV first got onto Comcast Channel 31. How I ended up getting 12 more is meant for me. The whole thing was meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? Even this interview, what we doing right now, me telling this story, I'm pretty sure it's inspiring at least one person out there. And if it ain't inspiring nobody right now, somebody go run the tape back. They go watch it on YouTube. They go watch it on Instagram. They go watch it on Facebook. And they will be inspired. Why? Because it's meant to happen. It's meant to be. Shout out to Tina Tilton.
You're inspiring at least 2 people because you're inspiring me. I'm So take us back a little bit. Like your tag is like, Brink Young from them South Memphis slums. Can you take us back to the South Memphis slums a little bit and kind of give us how was it growing up there?
Growing up in South Memphis was incredible because I was afforded the opportunity to just witness anything. It was things that I saw in South Memphis that the average Cordova resident would never see in their lifetime. Probably now, but back in the day, Cordova wasn't like that. Now, Cordova is, man, I don't even want to go there. But anyway, I was afforded the opportunity to see things and experience and witness things that I probably wouldn't see in a suburb. I probably wouldn't see it in a nicer neighborhood, a different district, a different zone. It made me who I am. It made me the hustler who I am. Like, you know how they used to have a candy lady back in the day?
Yep.
Me and my brother, like we got tired of the candy lady. The candy lady used to beat everybody. When I say beat everybody, you give her $1, for something that's 50 cents, and she give you 35 cents back. You know what I'm saying? She used to cheat folks.
Yep.
So, my brother and I, we decided to go to Wayne's Candy Company ourselves and start moving at work. We started selling candy. We were selling everything. So like I say, South Memphis really made me the hustle. Going from being cheated from somebody to next thing you know, you the one who supplying the work. Shout out to I don't know if you know these people, but you familiar with One Sound Studio?
Yeah, I am familiar with One Sound Studio.
one sound studio that grew up on the same street as me. So they was on the top of the hill. We was in the middle of the street on my street. And basically they was some hustlers too, you know. And it's crazy because we start selling the candy, they start selling the candy. We start selling freeze cups, they start selling freeze cups. We just continue, my brother and I continue to diversify our hustle. We started selling toys. Like we was just doing whatever. You know, we'd go to these wholesale places, buy toys, turn around and flip them, sell them. And like we just always had this competition. Like it ain't like that now because like I said, we obviously got a immense amount of respect for each other. You know, shout out to Lewis, Lewis Cole, Lloyd Cole. Like I say, them twins, man. You know, shout out to them. But like I say,
Salute.
my street really produces hustlers. Key Glock is from my street.
Wow.
Yeah, I grew well. I'm obviously much older than Key Glock, but he grew up around us. You know, he witnessed us doing our thing. When we was wrestling in the front yard, Key Glock was wrestling in the front yard with us. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I say, man, growing up there, like it taught me a lot. If you can make it in Memphis, you can make it anywhere. And I promise, if you can make it in South Memphis, you really can make it anywhere.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, like I don't know if I should tell this story. When I first started rapping, well, I ain't gonna say I first started rapping. I was already rapping my ass off. So I was living in. I'm from Ripley. That's like an hour north of here.
I know about Ripley. We probably know some of the same people from Ripley. I'm gonna run a name to you after we get off the air.
Okay. I'm sure we do. Yeah, I'm sure we do. Cause we both hustlers.
Yeah,
Man, so I'm rapping my ass off. So much so to where I graduate from high school and land a record deal right here in Memphis with this label called Portrait Records. Shout out to Johnny Scott and Tom Sanders. Rest in peace, Tom. But they signed me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be rich. So they get me down here. You know, I'm traveling back and forth from Ripley or whatnot. But one of my first shows was at Caesar's Palace. Not Caesar. I mean, hold on. Yeah, I'm talking about a different show. Yeah, my first show was at Crystal Palace. My first show. Debuting from Ripley, Tennessee. you see where this is going, right?
I already know.
Is at Caesar's Palace. My bad for getting Crystal Palace. My bad for getting the name wrong. I must have been somewhere else called that, but Crystal Palace. Anyway, so a week before I get there, my management and stuff, they went there and they passed out a bunch of my CDs and stuff and posters and stuff of me and all that. I was going by the name J Smooth then. Everything was all good. My manager and they even had like Channel 3 News or somebody come there to record the performance so they could air on the news. I'm happy as a motherfucker, but I don't know what I'm about to step my ass into. I'm thinking everybody gonna love my black ass and shit. Where I'm gonna come in. Nigga, I come in there, it's all good, you know. Ain't nobody like trying to threaten me or nothing. But as soon as the damn DJ stopped the music and announced our artist finna perform tonight, Jay Small, well, all I heard was, "You ain't no Riverside, nigga. Shut up, bitch. You ain't no Riverside, nigga. Shut up, bitch." I'm like, they ain't give me a chance. The beat didn't even come on yet. Ouch! Whoa! I'm like, shit. I thought they was gonna be cheering for a nigga and shit. I'm in Crystal Palace. I'm in South Memphis. I'm in the South Memphis slums, coming in there from Ripley, and they wasn't having that shit. They didn't give a fuck what I had to say.
Memphis will make you or it'll break you. But even when it break you, you still be made. If that makes any sense.
So look, I just say let's just run through the show. We got the news here and shit. We ran through the show. The news just took the record and then they just like edited it to where they played the record over. You know, they muted the. It looked lit, but really they cussing me the fuck out the whole time, and they don't even know me. Well, that's just my South Memphis story of like, nah, you ain't finna, like you said, if you can make it there, your ass can make it anywhere.
38106. Hey, right now, this is 38106 in part. This is BrinkTV, not BET. So this is what we doing. We ain't got the red couch, we got the white couch. That's what we doing. South Memphis, what had it.
I came back though. I bounced back though, Brink. Like you said, you know, like I came back. You know, it was like, yo, we want you to come back, and you know, they gonna be like this the next time and all that. I came back, rocked the show. One of the little homies wanted to rap with me out there in the crowd. I said, come on, you rap with me. Sure, I gave him the mic. He said a flow. So I think that made me cool. Like they was like, oh, he rocked with it. He fucked with us. You know, he let, you know, they probably knew that little dude. You know, he was probably dope. You know, he had a little rep already. Oh, he let man rap, so he's straight. I've been straight ever since, and I never knew like later on, you know, I would end up signing with Chuck D from Public Enemy, and that nigga named me Memphis Jelks, which felt, man, yep. Which at first I didn't feel like at first I didn't understand, but then I was like really, like I said, I graduated from high school. My first record deal was in Memphis. My first show was at, you know, at Crystal Palace. I've been struggling like to make a name all that time, and all the majority 99% of the shows that I was doing was in Memphis, or like either or we'd go to Arkansas or we'd go to Mississippi. But I was like, okay, I can see where, you know, I feel like my whole music career has been based out of Memphis. Really, my whole professional music career.
I totally understand. You know, I totally get it.
Yeah, but enough about me. I just want to let people know how when you say this Brink Young from them South Memphis slums, man, they ain't playing over there, man. Yes.
Growing up out here shooting every night. Like my street was safe. My street was the only street wasn't really no shooting going on. But the next street and the next street over, man, shooting every night. Every night. I used to go back to school the next day. I was bused to an optional school. Super smart, by the way. But I was bused to an optional school, and all of the I would say Caucasian children, they be talking about what they did the night before, and I would tell them, oh yeah, they got the shooting over there in my neighborhood, and they be scared like, did somebody die? Like they. Go ahead and kind of keep it down to a minimum, you know, talking about where I'm from. But yeah, man, I love it. I love South Memphis. I go through South Memphis probably at least once a week now. I don't live over there no more, but I still go through there like at least once a week. I got plenty of family out there. I got property out there, like, you know what's popping.
You know you gotta give us at least one Young Dolph story. Yeah. You got to. You gotta give us at least one Young Dolph story, bro. Let's go. We want to hear it.
Man, I got a whole bunch of them, to be honest, but let me see. One Young Dolph story. Man, see, that's the thing. I got so many of them. You know, I could talk about when Young Dolph was at Zed Zilla's music video shoot. It was Zed Zilla and Don Tripp. They did a song back in the day called Secret. And Dolph would pull up to the music video shoots, like just solo. Like other people would have entourages. Dolph would pull up by himself. And I remember the crazy part about it, back in 2010, Zed Zilla was like, "Hey man, you probably need to interview my homeboy. He's starting to come up and make some noise out this rap shit." And I was like, "Oh, okay, who your homeboy?" He's like, "Young Dolph." At the time, I didn't even know who Dolph was. You know what I'm saying? Back in
Mm-hmm.
2010. But fast forward a couple years, Dolph is the man. Like they know him all over Memphis, like all over the South. They know him. This is before Preach, all of that. And so at this point, like I'm super in the know. I'm super like, okay, I need to rock with Dolph. So like I say, he by himself. He's smoking a blunt. I walk straight up to him. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? You might not know who I am, but I'm Brink TV. And he's like, I know who you is. And that meant the world to me for young Dolph to know who I was and knew my brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I let him know. I was like, yeah, man, I'm out here just shooting behind the scenes at the music video. I just want to know, could I interview you real quick on the spot? He was like, yeah, we can, but not right now. Just give me, give me a little minute. I guess because he was smoking or whatever. But I just kind of, left him to himself, gave him some space. Because that's the thing I had to learn about this industry. Like, you really you can't just be rushing and crowding folks. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to give people their space. They still human beings. This is your personal time. This is your personal space. Don't crowd nobody. Like give them room. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? So I just basically got footage of Dolph that night. I didn't try to get no interview. I ended up doing the interview with Zed. Got crazy footage, crazy photos from that night. It was dope. But I can remember like years later being at the nah, it was probably around the same year. I was at the CM6 listing party. It was at this building on Poplar. And I remember Dolph was in there. And like I say, Dolph was in there dolo, by himself. And I just remember shooting a lot of, photos of him and Zilla, it was just dope, man. That's one thing about Dolph that I remember. He always, the majority of the time, he was by himself. I remember seeing him, well, when that picture you just showed, that was actually in the studio session. It was an indie artist out of Florida. He had got a feature with Dolph. He came up here to actually, record the song with him. And like the artist manager called me and was like, "Hey, we got Dolph in the studio. Want you to come up here, get some footage, take some pictures of them. If you want to get an interview, that's cool, whatever." I came up, start working, and then at the end of it, I did an interview with Dolph. Thing about Dolph, man, that was the first artist. Dolph was the very first artist that I witnessed with my own two eyes not write shit down. DJ Squeaky played the beat for him, and Dolph went in the booth, and he just sitting there rocking, just rocking like this, one saying a word. Next thing you know, it's like he started freestyling, and he'll spit out about 4 bars. All right, play that back. He play it back. By the time he get through playing it back, probably like 2 times, Dolph got 4 more bars ready for him. I ain't never seen no shit like that ever.
Dang.
Dolph was just freestyle the whole verse, like just like that. 4 off the top of the dome, listen to it. While he listening to it, it's like he thinking of the next 4. After the second time he listened to it, boom, he got the next 4. Then boom, because back then they was doing, 8s, 12s, 16s, stuff like
Yep.
that. So just watching Dolph do his thing in his element, it was crazy. He was to himself. He didn't really talk much. He was just in there working. Like him and Squeaky, they talk. Obviously me and him talk. Obviously, the him and the artist, the indie artist talk. But the crazy thing about it, like, dude didn't even really do nothing with that song, bro. The song was hard, but bro, he didn't do
Wow.
nothing with it. I think dude like a personal trainer somewhere now, But like I say, I appreciate the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. Then I think probably a month after that, I ran into Dolph at the Civil Rights Museum. He was shooting a music video. Him and his videographer at the time, Isaiah Conyers. Shout out to Iconic. I ran into him and he remembered me. He was like, "Yo, what's up, little bro? You alright?" And when he called me little bro, Dolph was tall. Like I'm 5'11", but Dolph like that man was like 6'3",
Wow.
and like I remember running into him on the instant, like at first, and then we both somehow happened to leave at the same time. He's like, "Hey man, you need to holler at me, little bro," like that. And so like it was always love with me and dog. Like it was always love, man. When the brother died, I cried all day, and that's no shit, man. Like no bullshit. Like I cried all day. It hurt me so much because I really looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? Like his hustle, I ain't never seen nothing like that. To do the whole independent grind, I modeled my hustle after his hustle, but on the TV show shit, on the media shit. I modeled my hustle after Dolph hustle. And like I say, just to be that close to him, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just saying like we just partners, but every time we saw each other, it was love, you know. I
Yeah.
had his phone number, you know what I'm saying? Just to, you know what I'm saying, just to give, context on it. Like bro was man, one in a million.
Let's take a quick moment of silence for young Dolph, man. Rest in peace, young Dolph. Long live Flipper.
That's why like when I end my show, my radio show, I always say South Memphis was happening. That's from Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just man paying homage to big homie. Like that's all.
That's love, man. When I first heard about it, I just couldn't. I still like to this. It's just like, you know, it seems surreal, like unreal, like
Yeah.
that can't happen. Not to Dolph.
Yeah.
Anybody, but him. I mean, shit. I mean,
Like I said, throughout those stories, bro was pulling up everywhere by himself. That's just who he was, you know. Like even at the level of stardom he was at, he still was dolo. Like he was by himself. I admire that because, like I say, other artists, man, they pulling up with 50, 100 people, you know, and that's cool and all, but like to be able to move by yourself and don't nothing happen to you until that one time, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I mean, in the city, did nothing happen to Dolph in the city until that happened. Like, that's admirable, you know.
it is. I know people used to tell me they'll be at Kroger and see Dolph
Yeah,
by itself, like you said.
man, the people's champion, man of the people. Like, people really rock with bro. Like, it's crazy.
That's something else, man. Man, I still can't believe it. I guess it's just one of those things where you just gotta accept it because that was just unacceptable. That didn't just hurt Memphis, man. That hurt the whole world, man.
Man, I still got screenshots to this day of the enormous amount of celebrities pouring out their love and condolences to young Dolph. Man, people like LeBron James, people like T.I., people like Project Pat, Beyonce even posted something on her website. You know what I'm saying? Like, to know that that man touched so many people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know when it's something special about you when all of this going on. And it wasn't just after he passed. A lot of celebrities were rocking with him while he was here. So it wasn't one of
Yep.
them bait and switch things where as soon as you die, everybody pulling up. Like
No.
Nipsey, a lot of people wasn't rocking with Nipsey before he passed.
They wasn't, man. Let's talk about that for a brief minute. Man,
Hold
that
on. What they say, finish the marathon. Now they want to do that.
Jay-Z and them wearing his hats and all that, you know, with the airplanes on them and stuff, man. I'm like, there's a Nipsey hustle in every hood. When I saw that happen, I was like, man, you know what? There's a Nipsey hustle in every hood, man. Like who really caring about the hood, who really trying to put out music that can help inspire the hood and all this kind of stuff. But they get looked over for people who talk about more like destroying the hood or selling the dope and all this kind of stuff. But then now when something happened to Nip, like you said, he all that fake love came. And people don't believe me when I say not. I saw a few Nipsey Hussle video interviews, but I still to this day really have never heard none of his music on the radio. He was
It might be a regional thing, you know. They
Yeah.
said more, you know.
But the nation, the whole nation is acting like
Right.
we rocked with him, and I'm like, no, y'all really weren't rocking with him. I had just kind of start finding him through his interviews, and then when that happened to him, I remember texting my brother, and I said, man, they saying Nipsey Hussle just got shot. We didn't know he had passed yet. It had just happened, and I don't know, I was probably on the computer. I saw TMZ, but TMZ know everything.
Man.
First, for some, they paying people.
They got police department on the payroll.
Yeah.
EMTs on the payroll. Look, man, come on now.
But the fake love, though, I just, that's why I like to give people their flowers today. Like, you here on the show today for me to give you your flowers, like now, today. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell people, don't wait till something happen to me. And then start talking about how I was one of the greatest artists, man, and all this and
Give me my props. Give me my props, because my life is a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I need them while I'm alive. Don't try to bring them to my funeral. Don't bring them to my funeral.
Like, it's so, it's a term that I like to use called how soon they forget. Like, a lot of times people will forget about all the things that I've done, all the things that I've been able to do in my career. You just had it pulled up a second ago on my website. All the celebrities that I met and worked with. Like, people forget about this stuff. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they forget about it. That's what you call a legacy. That's something that I built. We're talking about a brand that was built from the ground up. And I'm continuing to build it. Why? Because a brand will never be built. There is no such thing as past tense when it comes to building your brand. You will forever be building your brand. And that's what I'm doing. You seeing that from the beginning all the way up until now. Only person I ain't added on there is Juvenile. And I just worked with him. I just met him a couple weeks ago. 96.3 FM, we worked the Juvenile concert at Minglewood Hall. We was backstage with him. Got a chance to talk to him, rap with him, all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I say, man, you guys are really looking at my legacy. You looking at everything that I've been afforded to do. We talking about a kid straight out of South Memphis, never went to college, didn't go to college for none of this stuff. Self-taught. Don't have no big major industry friends that just, facilitate and give me these major celebrity interviews. I had to grind for it. I had to hustle for all of it. I do have some people in this industry who are genuine enough to throw me a bone every now and then, but I mean, just a silver spoon, I never had it. I never had it. All this is self-made, straight out the pocket, straight out the mud. I ain't got no sponsors. I would love sponsors. That's why I charge for my interviews, because I don't have sponsors. Day job, what's that? I left my day job 3 years ago. I was a supervisor. I quit. This is what I'm doing full time. Been doing it 3 years and I ain't looked back. So when people, bro, why you gotta charge for interviews? It's my livelihood. You see what the fuck I done did? Look at that. Look at him. He's scrolling. Y'all look at that. It took me years to accomplish that. It took me years to build a name, to establish a brand where people would trust and actually look at as being viable to pay to be on. Them celebrities don't just get up with anybody. You got to be somebody. You got to have some type of something going on. And that's the only way that I've been able to do this, is by building, building, building. And I'm just going to keep doing it. Like I say, how soon they forget. You go on BrinkTVShow.com, go to the photos section, and you will remember everything I done did and be like, damn, that's why Brink out here. That's why Brink's still doing this thing. Like I say, man, I got a lot more to go. I got a lot more left in the tank, and I got a lot more to accomplish. A lot more. This whole thing that I've been doing all these years is not just for me. I filled a void that was empty as hell. When nobody doing interviews when I first started doing this. When nobody in the club with a camera when I first started doing this. Only the picture man. I was in there filming. I was providing these opportunities. I was providing these platforms. How soon they forget? You got to take better care of your legends. People call me a living legend. I know I'm a legend.
You are.
Don't act like it. I don't carry myself all uppity and I'm not ego driven. I come from Humility Avenue. That's where I come from. I stay humble. But y'all got to start taking better care of your legends. I'm just saying. How soon they forget. Terrence Howard did an interview with Terrence Howard. We talking about Terrence Howard. That ain't nothing little. That ain't nothing little. And that ain't sour grapes. That's just a reminder. My goal is to remind people that I'm a media presence in this city. I got a buddy of mine. Shout out to Sleepy Loco. Sleepy Loco made a status on Facebook 2 weeks ago. He asked the people, hey, name the top media platforms with an S in Memphis. Don't you know that people who are my so-called Facebook friends was naming everybody but me? It was only a handful that actually named
Oh,
me.
hell no.
But it's certain people who are my Facebook friends named everybody else but me. We talking about the living legend. You gonna leave me out? We talking about 14 awards. You gonna leave me out? Did interviews with Young Dolph, Yo Gotti, Sid Zilla, Black Youngster,
Nicki
Snoop Dogg.
Minaj.
I'm
Nicki
talking about
Minaj.
I'm just talking about the Memphis folks. I'm talking about the Memphis
Wow.
people who I done helped. I heard Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Y'all gonna forget about me?
Never.
White couch. Y'all gonna forget
Never.
about me? Really? That's what we doing. That's cool. That just mean I gotta go harder to get back on their radar because I'm on so many people's radar, but my Facebook friends. And y'all know who you are. Just go back to that post. That's all you gotta do. You see? Thank y'all for the chip. Big ass chip y'all just put on my shoulder. Just when I'm thinking I'm cool. Nah, that mean I gotta go harder because my Facebook friends don't remember me. How soon they forget. It's cool though.
Man, did you see recently? And before I even go here, I want to say, y'all, hey, if y'all Facebook friends don't get it together, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all are going to like they just don't know, like them pushing you up and putting you in a certain position, and then you get the bag. That's gonna benefit them. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, because when you're gonna look out for people who looked out for you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think that if they lift you up, oh, you just gonna go to the stratosphere without us and then forget all about us.
And that's the crazy thing about it. Like, think about the hundreds of artists who I've interviewed over the years. I didn't have to work with anybody.
Nope.
I didn't have to cut deals. I didn't have to discount my prices. It's a lot of things that my price is already low for what I do already. I'm on fucking television.
Yep.
I'm on fucking radio. But I understand the market that I'm in, and I remember being an artist, so I try to help them out. You see, the thing is, when I first started in the entertainment industry, I started out as a rapper.
I was gonna ask you that too. I swear, keep going. I was gonna ask you that.
I dropped my very first CD in high school, senior year in high school. It was called Brinkmanship. You can't find it nowhere because there were no streaming platforms then. I had Zilla as a feature on my first album, 2004. You can't Google it because it's nowhere. Only I got it. Zed,
Wow.
holla at Zed. He remember.
Wow.
20 years deep, we've been doing this. But see, that's the thing. When I was that age, when nobody, it wasn't, I'll say this. Wasn't many people doing interviews. You got Hot 97. I'm sorry. I'm not in New York anymore. My bad. You got Hot 107. You got K97. That's it. But what were they doing for indie artists back then? Sometimes they had Crunk or Junket, stuff like that. Sometimes. But interviews, never.
Nope. Never. I used to be one of the ones knocking on the door. They would never let me in.
So what I'm saying is the shit I'm doing was sorely needed in this city. I had to jump in and fill that void. I said, okay, I can only help so many people out by being a rapper. I can help more people out by being a platform. You know, everybody think it's cool now to go from rapper to platform. I did that shit in 2008.
Yep, you did.
I got my first YouTube check in 2010.
Wow, I'm still waiting on my $25 YouTube check. It ain't came yet. I'm a rookie.
You out here though. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of your status, regardless of how long you've been doing it, you out here, and that's good. That's commendable. You're doing something. You're not on the sidelines hating. You're not a person in the background just running their mouth. So shout out to you for that. But the thing is, like I said, man, I provided opportunity for so many artists in this city. So many people has graced this couch. So many, from independent people all the way up to the majors. And I continue to do this at affordable rates only for people to get on Facebook and not even mention me. I'm talking about people that I know, people that I'm Facebook friends with. That ain't cool. Did it hurt my feelings? Nah, you just put this big ass chip on my shoulder, and I'm finna go even harder. Y'all see the article I got? I got an article out right now. BrinkTVShow.com. You can see it on it's on the Brink TV Facebook page. How many likes it got on it now? I don't know. It's almost 800 probably.
Wow.
I'm doing something for the city, bro. Fuck with me. Don't forget about me. Come on.
Bro, to me, you are the city. When it comes to media in the city, you are the city. And plus you hip hop on
I'm
top of that too,
I'm
man.
say
You got so many hours in. Just think of the time, the hours. People look at it like days or years. No, think of the hours that you've put in on an everyday basis to build your platform, man. Like it's hard for me to come in here once a week and try to do this platform, man. You've this would be child's play. This would be nothing to you to
I'm
do
gonna say
once
this.
a week.
I'm gonna say this. At one time, I was producing three separate shows. I was producing the Brink TV Talk Show. I was producing the Brink TV Music You Live Countdown, the top 10 music video show for independent artists, and I was doing Brink Radio. I was doing all three of those things last year.
Wow.
Saying that to say this, you got companies, home-based Memphis branded companies, and they closing their doors. Why? I saw something about Chuckles the other day, and I don't want to get too deep into this. I don't know those people. But I saw something about Chuckles closing down, and one of the reasons they mentioned was lack of support. People always talk about support. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've never been the bitter guy and complain about lack of support. If you show me a Facebook post where I'm talking about ain't nobody supporting me, bro, F Memphis, you don't hear that from me. You won't. However, it's enough people in this city to put anybody on. Why they don't do it? No clue. It was a post going around about 901 Day the other day, talking about everybody, they only sharing the Glorilla and Big Boogie stuff. Why y'all ain't sharing none of the indie artist stuff? Guess what, pal? I shared Glorilla and Big Boogie and the indie artists. Y'all only showed love to the Glorilla and Big Boogie stuff that I posted on my story. The indie artists that I posted on my story right behind them, not so much. How is it that this city talks about support and they don't even fucking support their own? I'm not talking about me. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm doing all right. I'm talking about the indie artists that I'm trying to provide a platform for. At some point, Glorilla was an indie artist. What made you guys get behind her? It's the music? Okay. I can show you an indie artist that got something that sounds just as good. But y'all won't get behind that indie artist. Why? The main people talk about crabs in the barrel is the motherfucking crabs themselves.
Yeah.
If you really want to find a liar, look in the mirror. Look in the fucking mirror. Because this city got enough people to put its own city on. They just won't for whatever reason. Somebody on Facebook in the comments, they said something about, man, Memphis a dick riding city. They said it, not me. Some people say popularity rules. They said it, not me. But again, I say, at one point, Glorilla was an indie artist. Big Boogie was an indie artist. Young Dolph was an indie artist. What made you get behind these indie artists to push them up? And why you not doing that for the others? Now I know it's thousands of indie artists in the city. I get that. But in my opinion, humbly speaking, the city of Memphis should be putting on at least 10 to 15 to 20 a year because there's so many people in Memphis that consume rap music. I don't want to hear this shit about I don't listen to I don't listen to rap. Okay, you listen to R&B, you need to be putting the R&B artists on.
Yep.
I don't listen to R&B, I listen to rap. Well, you need to be putting the indie rap artists on. But you don't. But yet you talk about lack of support. Everybody, man, look, everybody finna pull up to the Tank, Genuine, Tyrese show at the Lander Center in a couple months. But when it was an R&B show, full R&B show in Memphis, everybody and their mama ain't pulling up for an independent show. Why not? At some point, Genuine was an independent artist. At some point, Tank was an independent artist. At some point, Tyrese was singing on the back of a bus as an independent artist. What made y'all get behind these independent artists and push them up to the top? And why the fuck you don't do it for Memphis artists? Why? Why? It's enough people in this city to get behind indie rap music to push 10 to 15 to 20 independent artists over the top every year. But they don't do it. You want to see the big liar? Look in the mirror. Want to talk about the crabs in the barrel? You are the crabs. Might want to get that checked out.
That's a great question, man. It seems like no, I don't know if it's just Memphis. I like in other cities and stuff like that. It seems like it's that way too. It's like
It's the same.
nobody wants to support their local people until outside people. Like it'll take like if New York, LA, you already popping in Atlanta, so I would say New York, LA, and Texas just blew Brink TV up. Man, Memphis will be like, man, we love Brink. We push Brink to do this. We pushed them up there, and then then that's when New York and LA and all them they got on them and all that. It's like people don't want to support you until they see the outside people supporting you.
Let me address a couple things. I'm definitely not hating on Memphis. This happens in every major city.
Every city, even small towns. This happens in my Ripley.
This is a black people thing. It's
Yep.
not a Memphis thing. It's a black people thing. And sorry to single us out like that. It may be.
No, you weren't saying no. You just speaking of where you grew up.
Yeah.
You just speaking of your hometown. Yep.
I mean,
Like I can say the same about Ripley. Yep. If somebody else did, wherever they from, they would say the same about their town. You just speaking on the town that you're raised in, born and raised.
But basically what I'm saying though, like I say, we have the power. No matter the city you in, black people have the power to put our own people on, and we just don't for whatever reason. Just like you said, until you see other people outsiders rocking with them, and that's when they put the battery in their backs, and then they blow them up even more. You mentioned something about if other cities was rocking with me. I know you was just giving an example, but I mean, the thing is, I'm not giving the people what they like. You see, I'm not talking about rappers beefs and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Me neither.
I don't
Me neither.
glorify the negative. That's why my numbers don't go through the roof. That's
Yep.
not me. I understand that it's a market for that. People got to do that, but I'm not the guy to do that. I feel like my shelf life is proof of that. For me to still be around and be relevant all of these years without addressing rappers' beef as it's going on, that says a lot. But the thing is, people love negativity. The thing is, man, all of that shit is crazy because people always talk about positive stuff and positive thinking, but yet they're watching they're consuming all this negative shit. The problem with that is people are not able to not decipher, but separate entertainment from the real life. These rappers beef. That don't mean the hill of beans. They're two millionaires. Why should we care? Why should we be that invested into them? But yet I have somebody on my show, they talking about their come up, the triumphs, the things that they've overcame, and it's not as popular.
What do you think about algorithms? Did you see recently? Okay, Zuckerberg just came out and he said when COVID was out, Joe Biden and them reached out to him and told him suppress some of that stuff that people posting about COVID. I ain't gonna lie, Brink, man. I think sometimes I think they be suppressing certain individuals, and especially people like you who powerful, who don't you got hella power. You don't get into the negativity. You don't talk about the rap beefs and the drill this and drill that and all that. You actually stand for something. So I think there's really and I don't want to sound like, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I think billions of dollars are being made off of our ignorance.
I agree.
So a person like you could enlighten us. We need to we need to suppress him, like in the algorithm. Let's suppress him in the algorithm. Maybe your Facebook friends haven't even seen your post because you're suppressed in the algorithm.
The thing about algorithms, what they do, they force people to have to spend money on
Right.
advertising.
Yep.
That's the only way you can combat the algorithm if you're not playing into it. There are things that move the needle, so to speak, are success, sex, love, controversy, and let's see, success, love, controversy, sex,
And death,
sex,
death,
death.
death is
You know.
definitely one of them.
So to say all of that, if you're not posting any of those things, how can you be seen? If I get on here talking about somebody's beef, everybody's gonna see it. If I get on here just airing this shit out, cussing, talking about how this girl ain't nothing but a hoe and this and that, and I got the receipts and blah blah blah, everybody finna eat it up immediately. If I get on here talking about I just got a brand new job working at Amazon, everybody's gonna eat it up immediately. If I post and say I just proposed, she said yes, everybody's gonna eat it up immediately. If I say, man, I'm so heartbroken, my best friend passed away, blah blah blah, they go eat it up immediately. I'm not posting that type of stuff at all. You know what I'm saying? My
Yep.
thing is I want to show you these independent artists. I want to show you these business owners. I want to show you these people who just want to come on my platform and tell their story. But when I show you the celebrities, they eat that up. But when I show you, and that's crazy, like I say, I can show you somebody else that's probably wearing the exact same thing and they won't look at it. And I'm gonna say this. This is no shade to Glorilla at all. I'm crazy about the girl. What I'm saying is, I could post a video of another light skinned girl who ain't famous, and ain't nobody finna pay it no attention. But the celebrities, they're gonna eat that up. Where's the same reciprocation for the independent people? Remember, I got a job to do. I'm trying to put these people up front so y'all can see them. I can't do that if everything that's moving the needle is sex, death, love, success, emotions. How? So that's what I mean about algorithms. Algorithms don't make a level playing field for people like me. I don't
Nope.
play into negativity. I don't get on here, like I say, doing all the crazy stuff. You don't see me posting my guns. You don't see me posting my money. I don't post no cars. I don't flex no chains. You don't even see me with like 4, 5 women just butt naked bent over. You don't see none of that. And like I say, the algorithm, it makes it harder for people like me who trying to make an honest come up, promoting people, doing the indie route, not meat munching, not meat riding. Now I got to spend more money on advertising just so people can
Exactly.
see my content.
Exactly. And That's why I used to think aligning myself with people who have fuck you money, like a Bill Cosby, or like a Chuck D. That's like I feel like, you know, that's what I, you know, need to. I feel like I need to show people like that, like what I'm capable of, because, you know what I'm saying, you really need fuck you money. It always kind of been like that a little bit too. Even like when I was coming up as an artist, and the big dope boys, you know, we would all, like, most of us would have like a dope boy behind us, because they're the only ones who had like the kind of money that it would take to really shake the ground. You know what I'm saying, on that music, because I was working at Wendy's, and Wendy's wasn't giving me no check. I couldn't even press up no records with that shit. Oh, we got something in common then. Yeah, but so now, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brink.
Now I was gonna say, only people who work at Wendy's know that you make a W with the mustard on the sandwich.
Yep. You sure work there, Brink, man. But it's just like even people with fuck you money, I be like, why haven't they invested in what I'm doing yet? I don't know. It's like I can't win for losing. It's like, okay, the algorithm fucking me up over here. All right, let's go get with somebody who got the money. Now get with them. They're not offering a quarter. But I'm doing it on my own. I'm pushing my numbers up. I'm doing my content. I'm an artist first. I'm a producer first, and then I rap second. And then like at some point I was like, I gotta figure out something else to do to kind of keep myself relevant in between me dropping albums, because this world we're in now, you can't drop an album one album a year.
No.
You'll get forgot about ASAP. But back then we would just drop an album, we're gonna spend the rest of the year promoting that mug. By next year around this time we'll drop a new album. Try that now. You're gonna get forgotten about. So somebody was like, yeah, you should maybe do a podcast, you know, because I like to talk and stuff like that. So I was like, well, cool, you know, and you know, that's when I came up with the Memphis Jelks Show. It's really kind of to show my personality, because they said people don't even know you outside of when they hear you rapping on records. Right. Nobody even know like what kind of person you are, your personality. Do something to show your personality, and that's how you able to tell your story. You know. Yep. I'm
gonna say this, man. Shout out to anybody who's doing platforms and stuff like that, because it allows you to drop weekly or somewhat consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like with what I do, I'm fortunate enough to drop every week, 52 weeks a year, as opposed to someone dropping one big thing or doing one big thing one time a year.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is hearing me or consuming me or watching me every week for a year. So, like I said, shout out to all the content creators who are consistent with what they do, because, like I say, it allows you to drop every week. You know, one thing you said about, you was talking about the dope boys, you know, people having that FU money. I'm gonna say this: the reason why people get behind the people who got that disposable money like that is because they believe. It's hard to make people believe when you're an honest person.
Yeah.
That's me. See, I'm the underdog. I'm the guy who grinded, got all this shit out of the mud. Now, while a lot of people can identify that story, they still want to see the glitz, the glamour. That's why you see all the pictures with the celebrities, because that's the shit that they believe. People equate that to success, not me being able to live off of this and thrive off of this for 3 years with no regular job. I was a supervisor at Technicolor, making money, but me leaving that and doing this and being able to make more than what I made there, they don't believe in that as much as if I had the FU money. But they believe when they see me with people like Juvenile. They see me with people like Megan Good. They see me with people like Chris Tucker. They believe. You see, the thing is, I'm going to say this, and this ain't got nothing to do with Memphis. This is any city in America. Any city in America have the most gullible people who are gonna believe because they are not deep thinkers. They're
Yep.
just gonna believe just
Yep.
because they see it. They do it
Yep.
every time with the Zeus network. They believe that shit's real. That shit's scripted, actually.
Yep.
But you always gonna have people who are gonna believe everything they see. That's why they see me with these celebrities and equate that to success. No, my friend, success is me walking off of a job of 8.5 years and not missing a fucking beat. That's success. But
Yep.
they don't see it like that. They believe the mirage. They believe what's fake. They believe the shit that's not even tangible. You can't even touch it. That's why the dope boys can flex their cars and their money. Shout out to the dope boys. There was plenty of them
Oh
out
yeah,
there
much love to them.
Shout out to the
And
people.
they'll put that money behind you if you was, if they felt your music,
Right.
they'll put that bag behind you.
So back to the people that you was talking about that we run across that do have the bag. I know millionaires personally.
Mm-hmm.
I do right now. I have their phone number.
Mm-hmm.
How much money have they given me? Zero. The
Like
vast
me, that's the
majority.
same amount they gave me.
Total zero. You want to know why? Is it because
Why?
is it
I do
because
want
they
to
don't
know why.
believe? Is it because they don't believe? Oh no, they believe. They see what I got going.
Hell yeah, cause I believe if I had fu money, I'd be trying to put some of it in Brink TV. If you were to, if you were to allow me to work some kind of deal. I don't know. Anyway, let me be quiet. Go ahead. My bad.
Absolutely, but I'm gonna tell you why they don't. They don't because they're just watching. They're just watching. They watching. And once you get on the same level of them or closer, then that's when you're actually peers. And then that's when you get the benefits. But by then it's like, damn, I already got $1 million.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I
Yep.
don't want to
Exactly.
sit on your
Yep.
champagne. I don't want to drink your champagne. I don't want to enjoy free clothing on your expense account. I already got the shit now.
Now.
But these
Yeah.
people, they just watching. I got so many people. I got celebrities that follow me on Instagram.
I be
They
seeing
got
that.
tons of money. They be commenting
Yeah.
on shit. I ain't even tagged them in it. They be commenting on shit. But they ain't never gave me nothing. I've never asked them for nothing and they never gave me nothing. But like I say, they just watching. That's purely what they doing. They watching. Now I don't want you to get it twisted. Watching is a form of support. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Because they could be doing anything with their time. But like I say, when it come down to it, they ain't gave me nothing and they probably won't. If I
Yeah.
ask, I don't know. But see, like I
I
say,
don't
I'm a
ask.
grind guy.
You like me? Yep. You
I'm a
don't
grind
ask.
guy.
Yep.
I put in
Yeah.
overtime in
Me
white
either.
collar.
I
We're
won't
talking about
ask.
we're talking about a hot over 100-degree warehouse. I will put in 12 to 14 hours of overtime to
Mm-hmm.
accumulate the money I need to take my business further rather than asking this sports agent who has several NBA clients, and I'm not gonna go no further because I don't want them to see this and be like, Brian, you put me on the spot.
Now I really ain't giving you no money. See,
Right,
I
exactly,
was thinking
right?
about giving you some
Exactly,
money. But
exactly, right?
yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, right.
What we was talking about at the beginning, meant to be.
Keep going. Though you say he a sports guy,
That's what I'm saying.
and
So,
you.
like I say, these people, man, I won't ask them for that money because I'm all I know is grind and get it. All I ever seen my father do was work. I've never seen my father ask nobody for no money ever, ever. I've never seen my dad go and beg anybody for nothing. I seen him put in the work. He would fix cars when he get off of his regular job, and that's just what's in me. I'm not saying I'm above asking for help, but dude, it's got to be the man. We talking about last resort. I'm down to my last, and this is another thing I'm gonna tell you. I done went through so much money, dog. I want to say 2022. I got down to my last, but I didn't tell nobody. I ain't asked nobody for nothing. What I did, I grinded my way all the way back. All the
Wow.
way back. You see, when I moved to Atlanta, a lot of people don't think about stuff like this. I kept everything in Memphis. What do you mean? I kept my apartment. I kept my studio that I'm in, and I had an apartment in Atlanta, and I had a studio that I was renting in Atlanta. We talking about paying bills in two different cities.
Man.
Yeah, I didn't own no house. I do now, but I didn't know that when I moved to Atlanta. Nobody educated me, bro. You rent, you need to own. Nobody told me nothing. No, just like nobody taught me how to do the camera shit and edit it. Nobody, who taught me? Nobody. YouTube. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, nobody taught me the game, taught me what I need to be doing. So I'm out here in Atlanta. I'm making this money. I'm paying the bills, barely able to save anything because bills in two different cities. They was knocking my socks off in Atlanta. I was paying $2,600 a month for an apartment.
Yeah, Atlanta. I used to live there, but I stayed with my dad. My dad lives in Atlanta, but I understand the prices. But keep going.
Man, $2,600 a month, and my apartment in Memphis one number like 650. So
Wow.
that's 3,200. I ain't even got to the studio here and the studio there. I ain't even eaten yet. Like Bill Cosby say, you haven't eaten yet.
Shout out to
Bill Cosby. I saw him live in concert around the time of my 17th birthday in New York, upstate New York. That
Bill.
was
Wow.
one of the greatest birthday presents I ever had. Just being in the audience, hearing him tell them jokes, it was amazing. So definitely shout out to Bill Cosby, and I'm glad you got a connection with that brother, man. That means a lot.
Salute. Salute, bro.
No
Salute.
doubt. But like I say, man, I'm just not that guy. I'm not that guy to be asking or begging. Like I say, if God put it on your heart to just throw me something, hey, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yep.
it. But my dad, I never saw him begging or asking nobody for nothing. Even when he was sick, he still took his ass to work. He still would work on them cars. He still would do what he had to do because that's what being a man is all about. You know, only
Yep.
asking for help when you absolutely need it. That's me. Like I say, that's the story that everybody watching this should be able to identify with. But like I say, they believe more in the glitz and the glamour, the celebrities. When they see all of that, they believe in that faster, a lot faster.
And that's
And
why
like I
they.
say, this is the story that you got to get behind. Why? Because I'm the guy that once I make it, I'll be able to help so many more people. So many more people. I told y'all at the top of this interview, I come from Humility Avenue. I'm not finna change up. And I know y'all have heard it from several people before. You've heard it from several celebrities. I'm not one of them. I'm an everyday celebrity that you will see at Kroger. You will see me at Walmart. You might even see me at Target. You probably go see me at the Nike clearance store over there in Whitehaven, getting some shoes for the Lolos. I'm an everyday celebrity, man of the people. So I'm somebody who you can get behind. Don't feel like I'm a change up. Don't feel like I'm a switch up. Nah, as soon as I get there, I'm taking Memphis with me. Now I don't know MC Hammer shit. I'm not finna get broke. But what I'm saying is, if I had the opportunity, I would put so many people in position. Look at the amount of people I've helped at this point. You say I'm powerful. I don't feel like I'm that powerful. Thank you.
Shit.
But I've helped so many people. I've helped change people's lives. I've put so many people on television. People have never been on television. It was a girl the other day. I played her song on the radio for the first time Sunday. And she made this reaction video. I'm on it. She was in her apartments. I'm on the radio. She was so excited. I'm able to do this for people. Imagine if I had even more resources. Imagine if I had even more, money behind what I was doing. Imagine if I had more. I hate to use that popularity word, but if more people was behind me, bro, I'd be able to help more people.
Yep. You're helping me now. Your presence is a blessing, bro. Like you, I mean, you're a celebrity. You're man. Ever since I've known you, you've been on TV.
Thank you.
And oh yeah, I love that show that you used to judge too. It was on YouTube though, but it was Z Dog. He would
Memphis
have
Rap Offs.
the Memphis Rap Offs, man. Oh, I love that show, man. Y'all gonna start back doing them or what, man? That show was lit, boy.
Hey, that's up to Cody Crazy, man. I love that platform. I used to give free interviews to whoever the winner was.
Wow.
Like I say, man, can't nobody. I'm gonna say this. Can't nobody fix their mouth and say I'm all about the money because behind the scenes there is so much free shit that I've done for people in this city. There is so much discounted stuff that I've done for people in this city just to help. like I say, my price is discounted because I was knocking their ass off. Pause. I was knocking their ass off in Atlanta for interviews. I was hitting them up for 1,000. So when I'm in Memphis and I'm charging 300 or 500 to get on the radio, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear shit because I was just knocking their ass off in Atlanta for a thou wow. You understand me? So
Yep.
I don't want nobody to fix their mouth and be like, man, Brink all about money. Brink trying to jerk artists, this and that.
Nah,
Nah,
man.
it's people in this city who have platforms who charge way more than me. Those are facts. That's not shading them. I shout out to them. I rock with them. I'm cool with them. I know them. I have their phone numbers. We cool. No beef, nothing. But I'm saying, like, can't nobody just act like bruh ain't showing love to the people because I've been doing it from day one. And I'm from South Memphis, so you know what time it is. No.
You like you said, you created the lane. There wasn't the lane. It's just I can't even like explain. Like you created the damn lane. You are the damn lane. You are. That's why I say you the media mogul. It's only one to me. I ain't gonna say that.
I
The
just
top
feel
the
like
top the top media mogul to me in Memphis. Male is you. Female is Tina Tilton to me.
I just poured the concrete. That's all I did.
Man, you kept pouring it though. You could have stopped a long time ago. You could have been a 1 year wonder. Man, you've been going year after year after year after year after man. Come on, man, like shit. I'm tired. I only been doing mine like a year and a half, and I'm tired. But you like you.
You mentioned 1 Year Wonder. There was another show that was coming on Channel 31 for a minute. I knew those gentlemen that were doing it. They were doing similar to what I was doing, interviews. The guy reached out to me and was like, man, we need to get together. You know this TV stuff. We get together, we'll be able to put everybody out of business. That's not my MO. My MO is for everybody to eat. It's
Yep.
enough money for every platform in this city to charge and make their money. My goal has never been to put anybody out of business. It's enough room for everybody to eat. The thing is, you got a lot of these people. Remember I told you earlier, the gullible people, not deep thinkers. You got a lot of people that feel like they only need to go on one platform to promote their stuff and that's it. You wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You wrong is two left shoes, and I'm gonna tell you why. Whenever Kevin Hart has a comedy special, a movie, a book, whatever he got going on, when he go to New York to do those interviews, he go to The View, he go to who is that? NBC in the morning. I forgot the name of that show is Good Morning America,
The
whatever.
Today Show.
The Today Show. Thank you. Thank you. The Today Show. He go to Hot 97. He go to K97. I mean, I see K97. He go to Hot 107. No, I'm in Memphis. My bad. He go to
All
Hot
that.
97. He go to Power 105 or Power 103, whatever their name is. You know, it's
Yep.
called a media blitz. So why is it that when the celebrities or other people they know that they got something to promote, they go to everybody. But you got some people who are not deep thinkers. They go to one platform and they think that's substantial. I'm talking about anybody who only go do one interview to promote their project. You need to be doing the interview with more than just me. You need to be doing an interview with more than just Memphis Jelks. You need to be doing an interview with more than just Wicked Films, more than just Memphis Media, more than Famous Animal. You got to do an interview with everybody. It's
Yep.
called a media blitz. If you ain't got enough money to go to everybody, you need to save your money up. It's called a
Yep.
budget. It's called a budget. Them labels is paying for these interviews that these celebrities going on. These
Yep.
movie studios are paying these platforms. It's money being spent at all levels.
Yep.
Got to start really understanding this business. These Breakfast Club interviews cost money. Now, sometimes you got the people who are at a plateau level to where they're doing the Breakfast Club a favor. But best believe there's a revenue split going on YouTube. It's
Definitely.
money being exchanged somewhere, people. So don't fix your mouth and say, well, hey, I done spent 2,000 on this wicket. I need to come on Brink for free. Bullshit. You spend
Mm-hmm.
2,000 with wicket, you can spend that 500 on with me because I'm giving you the
Yep.
lower price with the 500. To be on the
Yep.
radio for $500, really?
Man,
Wow,
TV too, and
wow,
then you got TV too.
wow. On TV for 500. Wow.
You're the goat, man. You're the biggest. I know a lot of a lot of platforms and try, like you said, you know, they're doing their thing. They're coming up and stuff like that. But you are the goat. You are Memphis media, like at its finest on the male side, and that's the only person who can probably keep up with you on the female side is Tina Tilton, and then and y'all work together. So that shit,
Tina
man,
Tilton is a juggernaut, man.
she goes back. Yep.
Tina Tilton got 3 radio stations that she's running. 3 radio stations
Wow.
in this city. We talking about a black woman. Black woman running 3 radio stations. Man, that's mega.
We
That's
got
incredible.
we got a caller. We got a caller.
Okay.
Look like they might have hung up. Call back.
Call back, caller.
Call back, caller.
Call back, caller.
Okay. Here they
How
are.
your night going?
Yo, you on the Memphis Jelks Show with Brink TV. What's up?
Yo, what's good? What's good, Memphis Jelks?
What's good? What's good? B Techniques in the building.
Yes, sir.
Turn your TV down in the back. Turn your
What's good? What's
turn the
good?
volume down in the back. Echo. Yep.
Oh, man. Alright.
Yo, what's up? What's up, D Techniques, man? You got some questions for Brink Young?
Man, I just want to tell them, man, it's refreshing hearing this interview because some stuff that y'all was saying about how people don't support independent artists. You know, some of the conversations we've been having, man, we've been talking about that shit for years.
Yep. Yep.
For years.
Yep. And I was asking Brink, like I was asking Brink, like, you know, like I thought all that would be over with when I met my millionaire friends. But they but they ain't even putting the money behind it. Hold on 1 second, man. I'm gonna let y'all chop it up for a couple of seconds, y'all. I gotta make a quick run. I will be right back. But D, go ahead and chop it up with Brink, man, because I know y'all on some real shit.
What up?
Gotcha. Man, what's going on with you, Brink?
Man, trying to make it happen. Well, making it happen and keeping it going. That's where I can put it.
Man, I heard that. Man, I done watched your show a few times off and on. I even started following you, man, but someone just told me to tune in tonight. Like, everything you said tonight was just like dead on. Everything.
Appreciate that, man.
Everything.
I gotta ask you a question. Am I following you back?
That I don't know.
Send me a message. If I ain't, I'm gonna make sure I follow you tonight, man. Because
Okay, man.
I'm gonna say this. When it comes to social media, man, if a person reach out to me or I actually meet them face to face, now I got a face to go with it. It means more to me. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody follow me, I don't just go follow them back right then. Like I take shit seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a real compassionate person. I'm real organic, man. Like so, if I know that you're a real person, you know what I'm saying, really out the mud, really about the same struggle I'm about, I'm definitely gonna follow back. So, like I say, shoot me a message, man.
Man, that's 100.
If I'm not following you, I'm gonna make sure I follow back tonight, man. Because you get so many faceless people on the internet, man. They just,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And see, I keep my circle small, but I roll with people that's solid.
Man, my circle
That's
smaller than Fruit Loop.
always, yeah.
My circle
I almost never
smaller.
feel you in there, man.
My circle smaller than a Fruit Loop, and it's been that small the whole time. Like people always ask, like, yeah, so where's your team? And I'm like, you looking at it. The thing is, man,
Right.
when it comes to this industry, I've tried to work with several people. I've tried to put several people, make them a part of my platform. It just never works. It's like your
I
child.
got
You
you.
know what I'm saying? It's like my baby. And the thing is, when you bring a person into your household around your children, you got to make sure that they on a level playing field. You got to make sure that they head on straight, and you can't just have any and everybody around your children. And I had to learn that the hard
That's
way in the
true.
beginning. You know, I can remember having female co-hosts in the beginning, and as soon as we get celebrity interviews, she trying to smash the artist. She turned into groupie mode just that quick. So what does that say about
Right,
her
mix
as a
some
person
business
that's
with
on the
pleasure.
platform? Exactly. You know, I remember this one chick. I don't want to get too many details because people will know who I'm talking about. But we had this one interview with
Nah,
this
that's cool.
real famous rapper, and we pulled up to the club, and before we got out the car, she was like, "I ain't got no panties on." I was like, "Huh?" She ain't had no drawers on because she wanted to make it her business to get this artist. So, like I say, what are
Wow.
your motives? What what are you trying to do? What's your
Yeah,
vision? That's why I say circle smaller than a Fruit Loop.
yeah, bro. Like, it was just good to hear the stuff that you were saying because I'm an independent artist myself. I mostly sing, but I rap and I produce,
Okay.
all my tracks. And I recently got one of my songs played through DJ Caution,
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah.
But a Part.
Yeah.
And that man hit me up one day out the blue and just told me, he said, "Man, Dez, I gotta call you." He said, "Man, the CEO of the radio station told me she really do love your songs. She said, whatever you doing, keep doing what you're doing."
That's
And
it.
just hearing that alone really pushed me to really get back into it, man.
Facts. Facts.
Because my music is very unique. Like, I'm not saying it to brag,
Yeah.
but it's almost a fact. It's almost facts, man. And I try to tell people, if you want to know how good your music is, don't go to somebody that you know that's going to be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, you bumping." Get with
Right.
somebody that you don't know crap about and play your music around them, and they're going to tell you the truth.
Total stranger. You're right. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. I've never like outright managed the artist, but I've been coaching artists for years. I remember I set up a
Mm-hmm.
listening session for an artist back in 2011. And I can remember I invited DJs, I invited models, I invited what they call tastemakers, regular people, consumers. We had pizza, we had wings, we had alcohol, everything was free. All we did was ask the people to give us your name, your email address, and to fill out an index card when we play the songs and let us know. Rate the songs 1 to 10. Give us your feedback. We were trying to pick a single for radio, and everybody loved that event. I gave the indie artists homework to do. I said, "You see all these email address we got?" I said, "Within the first 48 hours, I need you to email each and every one of them personally, thanking them for coming to your event and being a part of it." Because you got to think about it. They're competing, you are competing with everything in the world for this thing called attention. People got families, they got jobs, they got children, they got other aspects that they want to do. They might want to go to the club tonight. They might want to go to wherever go see the boxing fight, or that wherever they want to do. They might want to go to the Grizzlies game. But the fact that they took time out of their busy life to come check you out and give you their honest opinion, you need to thank them. Show them gratitude. The indie artists didn't even do it. Like I say, I've been coaching for a very long time, and it's a disappointment when I see artists not taking the time to really figure this thing out. Getting new fans is not hard. It's just like when you in the barbershop and you getting your line up, another dude getting a shave or getting a haircut, and they start talking about
Mm-hmm.
football. Soon as they talking about football, next thing you know, you got common ground because you're talking about your team, he's talking about his team. Next thing you know, y'all got a conversation going. At some point,
Right.
you
It's
can
coming.
slide that up under the door. "Hey man, I do music, man, blah blah blah." And next thing you know, you probably got a new fan. It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of
Yeah.
people don't apply
Dude,
themselves.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care where I go. Somehow, some way, I end up promoting my music, promoting my brand, myself.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go up to a person, I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing? What kind of music you listen to?" That's the first way I approach. They'd be like, Oh, I listen to some of everything. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, okay, I got some more to check out. And I just started taking it to my music.
Yeah.
And it just goes from there. And they be like, you on social media? I'll be like, yeah, I can give you all my information.
Right.
And I basically just network. I do that all the time.
And that's what it's all about.
And that's what you got to do.
You got to be able to take rejection face to face. That's the era I come from. I come from the era of passing out flyers and CDs and people telling you to their face,
Oh, yeah.
nah, bro, I don't want it. Nah, I'm good. You straight.
Oh, me you and Memphis Jelks all came from that era.
It's free.
Most definitely.
I still don't want it. I still don't want it. But it's free. I'm bopping. Check me out. They still don't want it. So,
But
coming from
you
that,
know what I tell them now?
go ahead.
I just tell them, okay, you don't want it. Hey, give somebody else to probably do want it. You know, somebody will take it.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Finish what you were saying, though, Brink. You said you come from that era. Coming from that era.
Coming from that era, it gives you a certain thickness of skin, kind of like a rhinoceros. You know what I'm saying? A rhino is out there. The sun ain't bothering them. The rain ain't bothering them. Hell, if you put him in the ice age, you put him in Antarctica somewhere, it probably won't bother him because he got thick, tough skin. And that's the era that I come from. I get rejected every day back when I was out there. Even to this day, I still get rejected.
Yeah.
You know what I do? It's just like what they said on Rocky. You gotta eat lightning and shit thunder. You gotta crap thunder. You gotta, hey, because
Right.
man, look, with me being a coach, I look at stuff like that like a turnover. In basketball or football, when you have a turnover, what do? Shake it off, get back in the game because the game is not over. You gotta keep
Exactly.
out there and scoring. Like, it doesn't stop. Like I said at the top of this interview, I will forever be building my brand because it will never be built. It will never be finished. It's a snowball effect. It's a snowball effect.
Right.
You got to get snow from over here, snow from right here, snow from over there, snow from back there. And the more you add to it, the bigger it gets. Next thing you know, you got a fucking avalanche. People running in, but before they like,
Right.
ain't nothing going on over there. I ain't worried about it. But the more you add snow to it, the bigger it gets. Man, you got people evacuating their house because they won't be able to escape you. And that's what you got to do.
Like they say, when if you build, they shall come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And if you quit, if you quit, they'll say, "See, I told y'all he wasn't really about that."
Right. Exactly.
Right.
They out, man. I could talk about that forever. Like, seriously, I could talk about that forever because that's my story. And like I say, that's the story that people should get behind because everybody can identify with that. Trying to make something.
I can definitely deal with, saying being the underdog, being the one that's overlooked, and people be like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing, or this, that, and the third. That's just like you said, put a big chip on your shoulder.
Right. And the chip,
so I most definitely can relate to that.
The chip gets bigger. Sometimes it gets smaller. When I'm doing a lot of big stuff and everything is coming in and the money is plentiful, oh man, that chip is disintegrating. But then we have those moments where one person or a few people don't believe, or they show their displeasure, or they show that they don't even mess with you. And that's when that chip start growing back. Oh shit, we got a boulder, a fucking boulder, and I gotta prove those bastards wrong. And they're bastards at this point. They were Facebook friends, but now they're bastards. Yeah, shitless.
And see, I got a message for the whole entire city of Memphis. Y'all should be behind Brink 10,000,000% because he hasn't quit. He's shown y'all what he's about. You've done this without vulgar language, without promoting violence, on positivity, and you haven't quit. So at the least bit alone, they should be praising you for continuing to stay in the game. As long as you can stay in the game and still have a positive attitude and still got a positive outlook, and you still helping people and stuff. That's why you should be. I saw somebody got I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody got the key to the city the other day. I don't know if you got the key to the city yet, Brink, but you should have been had the key to the city. And anybody out there who listening, who can give somebody the key to the city, please give Brink TV the key to the city, man. He earned it. He done deserved it, and he's still walking the walk and talking the talk on a positive level.
I agree. If I shared fight videos, I'd have millions of followers. But
Yep, and the key to the city probably.
yeah.
That's bull crap. No, man, they need to get the keys to the real people who done earned and worked hard. You done put in over 1 million hours, man. Man, if anybody deserved the key to the city, you know what? I don't want this to be about. I just want to tell this really quick story. So I wake up one morning and T.I. getting the key to the city from Mayor A.C. Wharton. I was on Mayor A.C. Wharton's campaign team. I made a theme song for his campaign team. Everywhere we would go, I would perform this song called One Memphis. That was what his campaign was about. And then turn around and when he ran again for the second time, I was still on his campaign team, and I did a song called A City in Motion. Did one of the greatest videos ever to that. And they played it on Fox 13 News and all this stuff. Positive, talking about keeping the city positive. You know what I'm saying? Putting the guns down and all this good stuff. Like people loved it. I wake up, T.I. get the key to our city. And all he talk about is trapping and selling dope in the damn hood. You make it make sense. And he ain't even from Memphis. Not no disrespect or no bad feelings toward T.I.
Right.
I'm just saying whoever is in control of giving that key to the city, sometimes I think they get it wrong. And if Brink TV don't got a key to the city, I don't know what else to say. I'm just I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Concerning the key to the city, there are only 2 things that I had on my immediate bucket list. One was playing in a celebrity basketball game, which I did with the Heal the Hood Foundation. Thank you. And the second thing was getting the key to the city. I've yet to do that. So
You should have been had that.
I met Mayor Paul Young at the Juvenile concert a few weeks ago. I introduced myself as Brink TV. He was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Brink TV, Comcast Channel 31 Memphis, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. And I felt so stupid because I think he wanted a formal introduction. I blew my shot. Just so happened to be backstage at 901 Day a couple days ago. I saw him again. I said, "Now I'm going to do this right." I said, "What's going on, sir? I'm Brink Young. I just wanted to say, last time I met you, I told you my name was Brink TV, and I probably should have told you it's Brink Young." He was like, "Hey, I remember that. Brink TV, yeah, I remember that. Now it's time for bro to come on my show."
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to put the pressure on him to give me the key to the city. It would be nice, but I ain't no pressure. But now, I would like to have him as a guest on Brink TV or Brink Radio or both. The White Couch is enough room for both of us, I'm just saying. And the key to the city would look beautiful with my truck. But I know,
and it would be well deserved. I don't believe. Well, I ain't gonna say deserved. It'll be well earned. Cause I don't believe nobody deserves anything. You gotta work, like you said, get it out the mud. You gotta grind, and it would be well earned. You have grinded your ass off and represented Memphis, Tennessee to the fullest. And people all over the world that seen your interviews and seen your show and listening to your radio show and stuff, man. You worldwide. Chuck D always tell us, think locally but act globally. And you've always done that. You've always thought locally, but you act globally. Like the whole world know Brink TV.
You said 3-6 line, most known unknowns. I totally agree because when I was walking down Beale Street on 901 Day, it was a lot of people who knew me. But as a majority of that crowd, I just was another dude walking through there. But like I say, it was a lot of people that knew me. A lot. People was stopping me, taking pictures with me. What's up, Brink? How you doing, man? What you got going, man? Hey, man, you on the radio tonight? All of that. Most people
Yep.
unknown. Is what it is. Shout out to Crunchy Black though. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. You got Crunchy Black paid. You're responsible for getting Crunchy Black paid.
I don't toot my horn that much, but I let others explain it. I let others talk about the things that I've done. Crunchy Black came on my show last year. He said that he couldn't do Vlad TV interviews anymore, so he wanted to bring this story to my platform, somebody from the city. And with him being the first celebrity interview I ever had, I thought it was only fitting to do that interview. Now, he aired his grievances with not being compensated fairly from 3 6 Mafia. And from that interview, he ended up getting his back end. He ended up getting his old money and came back on the show and said, man, DJ Paul took care of me. It was just a mistake that I made. We good now. That came from Brink TV.
That's the power. That's the power of Brink TV, man. That's the power of Brink TV.
Crunchy Black told me, he said, man, your platform worked like a mother. That's a legend. That's a legend of me talking about me. Something I created in my living room in 2008. Now I'm able to do this for other people. That's a God-given blessing, brother. That's a superpower. And that's why I keep saying I come from Humility Avenue. I just want to grow bigger so I can help more people. That's it. It ain't
Exactly.
about the money. I just want to be able to help my city and help put some ice on the black eye that is Memphis. That's it.
Well, you've done that, and you've done more. Like you've inspired all of us, man. Anybody who got a platform now, we haven't put in nowhere near the time and effort and just the grind, the blood, sweat, and tears. I'm sure this came with blood, sweat, and tears for you.
Yeah.
Because I noticed you had did a post recently, and you said like the first time that you had met Juvenile and them, they try to blackball you from coming to certain areas and all this. But now this time, come let us know what was that?
Alright, so Juvenile had a performance in Club Visions back in the day. This was probably 2009 or 10, one of them, I can't remember. And I'm on stage with Juvenile filming. I'm talking about feet away from this man with my camera, with my camera filming.
Mm-hmm.
All night, whole performance. I got the footage, still got it to this day. But when it was time, he finished the performance. In my mind, go ahead because I'm entourage at this point. I'm on stage with them. You know they don't allow any and everybody on stage.
Exactly.
I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna go to VIP with them, see if I can get a photo with them or get an interview with them. It was another platform in this city. I guess they still around. You know, I don't know. I don't really be seeing them no more. They used to do award shows. I'll put it that way. Maybe you
Okay.
can connect those dots. I've won awards from them. But anyway, not the point. Shout out to them. I'm not a hater. I'm just pointing shit out.
Exactly. Telling
That
your truth.
platform, that platform was very, very in close with the club owner of Visions at the time. And when it came time for me to go in VIP with Juvenile, he had told security, hey, nah, don't let him in. I'm looking at security like, bro, you just saw me on stage with this man all night filming. I'm not just a hanger on.
You done put in the sweat. You done put in the sweat.
I'm working. I'm not
Yeah.
just trying to kick it with the man. I'm working.
Yep.
So it crushed me. I had no idea what was going on. A few months later, me and this gentleman was at a mutual friend's house and we were just talking. I don't know how we got on the subject of that concert, But he was like, yeah, I was the one who told security not to let you in VIP. I looked at him. He said, you was competition. I don't see nobody as competition in Memphis. I don't. And that's not disrespect. We all need each other.
Yep, we do.
You become better by watching me. That's not ego. You said it out of your
I
mouth.
have personally, yes. Yep.
I become better by watching the other people who are bigger than me. I become a better journalist by watching Fox 13. We all need each other in this ecosystem. So I don't consider anybody competition. I had a context for you to understand what I mean when I say I don't see nobody as competition. I will never stop another black man from an opportunity that may change his life. The brother who did that, I haven't talked to him in years, but hey, shame on you for that, brother. Shame on you for that. That was wrong. That was wrong. But like I say, regardless, years later, I'm working for a radio station that's working the actual concert on the Juvenile tour in Memphis, Minglewood Hall. We are backstage with Juvenile, talking to him, taking photos with him, videos with him, all of the above. You can't stop what's meant for me. So, like I say, I ain't mad at you. You know, the cat who prevented me from doing. I'm not mad at you. I was upset then, but shame on you. That's all I got to say. Shame on you. I will never prevent another black man from an opportunity that could change his life. And that's coming from Brink Young. I stand on it. South Memphis slums. South Memphis raised me. South Memphis made me this way. Humility Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Yep, man. I appreciate you calling in, D man. We about to get ready to wrap it up, man. You know, you're welcome to call in anytime. We got to get you on here too, man, and represent.
Send me a message.
Yeah, man. I can't wait.
Send me a message.
I just hit you up. I just hit you up.
I bet.
Thanks for calling in. Okay, thanks for calling in, bro, man. It was good hearing from you, bro. Love.
Oh yeah, man. We'll talk. Y'all take it easy.
Already. Okay.
You too, brother. Peace.
Peace.
Later. Peace.
Yeah, man. D Cole, man. He on DJ Cautious. DJ Cautious told me to tell you that he loved you too, and thank you for inspiring him to do his show on Saturday nights. He got the shit. Hold on. I got it on here. Listen, hold up. He got his own button. He got his own button on here. He be playing some of my music on there. I'm so appreciative.
And that's a whole nother thing right there, bro. That's another reason why people need to get behind me. I helped facilitate it for that man to get on the stage.
You did. He told me that.
Hit the plug. I didn't withhold information. I gave that man. I didn't even never met that man a day in my life, and I gave it to him.
Yep.
Because I'm a real person. That's why I say, I'm giving this whole interview is I'm gonna say this. This whole interview is a diary or a love letter, a letter to Memphis, a letter to my city as to why y'all should get behind me and stay behind
you.
I did an interview last week on my guy named True That. That's what he called himself, True That. Late Bloomers podcast. He was telling me about how he was telling somebody that he knows that he was gonna get ready to interview me, and the person that he knows was like, well, Brink was popping like years ago, and I'm like, that's the thing. Get behind me and stay behind me.
Exactly, man.
Never fell off.
Never.
I to do celebrity interviews. I
Continue.
They still calling me. I'm still making money. So it's like to say that I was popping years ago. I never knew I was popping. I just know that I'm working. I know that I'm making this shit happen. I'm making money. I'm doing this at an all-star level. And if I wasn't, nobody would be coming to me.
We the only people who try to dismiss our elders or the people who came before us, because I think that we're scared that they're in the way. We'll have to get they think I don't want to say we. I don't want to say we, but I gotta say we because I feel like it's us as a people to want to say, okay, oh, you this age, oh, you can't rap no more. Nigga, I rap better now than I ever rapped ever. I know more. I got more to talk about. I got more life experiences now. I done got better at making beats. I done got better at, all that stuff. So, we're the only ones who do that. Like other people, like you can have the Rolling Stones. Them dudes about 80 years old and they still touring and still selling out arenas and stuff. You got AC/DC. Man, them dudes, man, they gotta be 70 something, and they still you don't hear nobody say, oh, they too old to do rock and roll, or like you said, dude said, oh, he was doing it, a while back. Man, nah, but he's still doing it now. Now he better now than he was then because now he got more experience, more knowledge. He got more equipment and shit. All this shit.
I'm a better journalist now than I've ever been. And it's like, when was I popping? When I was doing interviews with Dog and Gotti and Black Youngster, all them that year, or when I was doing interviews with B.O. LaKinney, or when I was doing interviews with, that. So that's what, like I say, that's what you equate to success or popping. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. But like I say, man, I'm performing at an all-star level.
Yep.
They hate on LeBron.
Yep.
LeBron is 40-something. He's 54 years old right now, playing at an all-star level.
Right.
I guess I'm doing the same thing.
You are, and keep doing it because damn it, you inspiring the shit out of me. And because I saw the beginning, I saw you from the beginning, and I'm still watching. I'm still intrigued.
And like you said about the young folks, I'm here to help.
Yes.
I ain't here to shit on nobody and tell them that their platforms suck or they're terrible at interviews. No, I can help you get better, and that's just my MO because I'm being what I needed when I was younger. I've been doing it since I got in this industry, man. Try to be the person that you needed. Help people. Teach them stuff. Show them stuff. I don't babysit the plug. I don't. That's not me. I seen people do that when I was a kid. That's just not in my DNA. It's not.
That's super real, man. And I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. I sure do appreciate you coming on the show tonight, man. Like, you ain't have to do that, man. I got a small show. Like I said, I'm really doing this because it's kind of similar to like the same way that you were saying, like, as an artist coming up, I didn't have no platforms that would allow me to come on there and speak my piece.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even play my record, on the radio. So I just felt like, if I'm gonna do something, I want to help. I want to be like, I want to try to use what I done musically, and then create a platform to where I can help other people. And they don't got to be artists. They can be like, it can be business people. They can be. Right. I've had movie directors, come on and stuff like that. But when you told me that struck a chord with me that you did the same thing. Because I was gonna ask you. I was like, man, I wanted to Brink start off like doing music.
Man.
Because it seemed like it. Because it take that you got that much passion for this to go to be still relevant all these years. I was like, he gotta come from like a musical background or like artist.
The biggest thing I did was I opened up for Soulja Boy in 2000.
Wow.
I think that was 2009 or 2008. It was 2009. I opened up for Soulja Boy. And it was over 2,500 people in the audience.
Whoa.
And that was back when I used to wear my perm and the girls were going crazy. Like, that shit was epic. But I learned more about the music industry and I decided that it just wasn't for me anymore. But I still wanted to be within the industry because I want to help the artists that remind me of me. And that's what I've been doing the last 14 years. Been helping folks. Helping people. I remember I was Duke's first interview. I asked Duke Deuce after the interview, I was like, what you think about signing with a major label? He started smiling. He was like, well, if they talk about the right stuff, I do it. And about 2 weeks later, he ended up signing with QC. And like I say, man, it's just, bro,
Dope.
I like to be in the midst. I gave Zilla his first interview. You know what I'm saying? I like to be one of the first. I gave I Heart Memphis his first interview. He remembers that. Like I just want to be in the midst of this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy the shit that I'm a part of. I'm within the fabric of I'm within the fabric of people's success. That's not something to take lightly. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I just,
Well,
like I say, I want folks to never forget, man. Just don't forget. Like I say, take care of your legends better than what you're doing. Because I'm out here. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. I'm making money. But I look at it like the city could have pushed me way harder than this.
ain't no could've. The city is going to. They are going to, and that's one of the purposes of this interview. And we all owe you. Anybody who ever tried to interview a person, if you from Memphis, you got that shit off Brink. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you think you is. I don't care who you think you is. That lane didn't even exist until Brink TV made it up and put it on TV. Not he ain't just you know just put it on a mixtape and passed them around. He put it on TV, and that's why it's called Brink TV.
I used to press up thousands of copies and just go give them out free.
Dope.
I was trying to be like Kush DVD and all of them. You know, I was trying to be like
Yeah.
them. So yeah, I got interviews with Gotti, Kinfo Thugs, Gun Trip, Chronic. I know y'all remember Chronic, Rolling,
Dope.
all that. Like, what I say, bro, I've been doing this, man. Like, I just feel like people they should have did this a little bit more to me. Not push me away. They should have pushed me further. But hey, it's all good. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna sit on the soapbox. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm thankful to get to this point because Memphis, y'all ain't even never have to let me get to this point. Y'all could have just been like, "Man, stop, boy, stop." But I appreciate my city. It's just the rest of my city. Hey, what it do? Most known unknown. South Memphis, what happening?
Well, I feel like it's gonna happen. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we on God time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get that key to the city. You're gonna get recognized. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do an interview unless they pray. You know, they gotta give respect to Brink, man. And I don't care. You can't interview a person without giving respect to Brink. And then I'm gonna put this out there too. This lad, I'm gonna put this out there. At some point, there's going to be a Brink TV award that's given out. Mark my words. For anybody in the media who you know from the city, and they're trying to, you know, they're doing their thing, and they're doing their thug thizzle on the media tip, and they're, you know, spreading, you know, positivity worldwide, but they thinking locally and they acting globally. They get the Brink TV award, man. Watch, I promise you. Keep doing what you're doing, man, because your trajectory, it's overdue. They should have been done it.
I promise.
They should have been done it. But we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And I might come up with a damn petition and try to get you that damn key to the city. I ain't got no power alone. But if you can get enough people to sign, man, you deserve the key to the city and more, bro. Like you invented this. I wouldn't be able to have this little mic in my face trying to interview people if it weren't for a Brink TV, who I would see way back in the day. I was so busy trying to be a rapper, you know. You open up a whole new lane, like, and I'm not even like trying. There's no way that I could ever get to your level. I'm too far behind, and that's not what I want to do. I'm an artist. I want to make dope records and dope videos. You know, I just want people to know, like, this is how I am when I'm not making records and I'm not doing videos. You know, I'm a real person. Back then, I didn't have the tools or the technology to be able to do that. I have to, you know, like we said earlier, I make a record this year. We'll go around promoting it. Nobody will hear from me unless you at a show I happen to pop up at. So this is right here, you know, it's to give people opportunity. At the same time, it's to like let people know who I am, like me outside of the music. Right. But, you know, that's all. I'm definitely not trying to. I'm not even trying to catch up with Brink TV because he way up there, up.
If I can leave people with a message though, just like I said, look at my story, look at me, look at the things I've accomplished, look at all the accolades. I just want y'all to know that it's possible. You know, if you ever in a moment of doubt or you feel like, are people even paying attention? Do people even care? Just, man, look at what I do. Look at my success story. You know, I'm not where I want to be, not even close, but I'm a lot further than where I started. You know, a lot of people, they say reach for the stars. Well, shit, I say reach for the planets. And even if you make it to the power lines, it's good because you off the ground.
I don't know if I can come behind that, Brink, man. I don't know if I can come behind that. But all I want to say is that you're officially family now. Anybody who come on the Memphis Jelks Show, you family now.
Cousins now.
Yeah, you could come to the cookout. Yep. Okay. Yep. And thank you so much, bro. Like from the bottom of my heart, man. You really are the definition of what it is to be a celebrity media person in Memphis who you've like done so much. You've made so many strides. You've interviewed so many celebrities and stuff. Celebrities wouldn't even be celebrities in Memphis if they didn't come through your platform. When they got here, they had to come to you. They had to come sit on that couch.
Right.
And then the people of Memphis could see them, and then you know you would ask them all the right questions that a real Memphis nigga asks a nigga when they see a nigga. You ain't switch your lingo either. You be saying man, bro. From me, the whole entire city of Memphis, the whole world, man. Thank you for being Brink TV. We love you, G. Anything you need that I can help you with, man, always feel free to reach out. And if I got it, I got you, man. Much love. I don't know if you want to give any shout outs or anything before we ride out.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give a couple shout outs. My shout outs are simple, just like I was telling the brother on the phone. My circle is smaller than a Fruit Loop, so I want to thank God. Shout out to God. Shout out to my parents, my siblings, my family, friends, everyone who supported, everybody who's ever watched and consumed or shared or been a part of my platforms. Thank you. That's all I got to say. Make sure y'all tap in every Sunday night, 7 p.m., 96.3 FM. Listen live on bumpin963.com. Check out the Brink TV show. The talk show comes on every Tuesday night. Comcast Channel 31 Memphis. Live stream is on BrinkTVShow.com. BrinkTVShow.com. All social media is the same at Brink TV Show. Hashtag Brink Radio or Brink TV. You will find me. I'll be there. South Memphis was happening.
Squad up, haters down. If you ain't about that life, don't come around. Got the crowd, gone wild.